Hi, my name is Ala. This is the olive tone. Today I wanted to do this warm toned monochromatic look, and I have picked out some items here that I've put in my basket to create this look. The Natasha Denona Base Glam palette for just like the warm toned eye. I picked out a few rose ink products to kind of create this peachy warm cheek and lip, and bronzer. I'm gonna do the Chanel bronzer because it has that warm toned sort of a golden orange undertone. So we'll just see if we can put everything together and if it comes together in the end. So stay tuned, and thanks so much for watching. The items that I have picked out, I've placed them into my basket here for the warm toned look that I want to achieve today. I'm just gonna dabble into this NARS palette, the cheek palette. I was gonna use the Delphine by Rose Ink as like one of the warm face colors, and also this Chanel bronzer is definitely on the warm side. So I just picked a few things that I felt would really fit into this warm theme, and I'm just gonna go in with some lip balm first. Basically that's what I have left there. I love this. I use it almost every night. It's so like thick and moisturizing. So I'm just gonna start with this Glossier moisturizer and apply this all over. This is really nice. It has like that lotion consistency, which I've mentioned before I really like, because lotion just kind of, you rub it on and then it just goes away and it feels really nice. And I have like normal to dry skin, so this adds just enough. I'm gonna go in with the Purito BB cream in 21 Light Beige. Okay, this one definitely spreads quite a ways, so as it like squeezes out of the tube, I feel like it always squeezes out like too much, but you can't stop it because the liquid is so, like, the consistency is very liquidy and it just kind of comes out fast. And just something about this Purito, I really like how it sits on the skin. I like how it lasts all day. I like how it's pretty much flawless and it's easy to use, and you can kind of depend on it, and there's already the built-in SPF. It's almost like it is an SPF, just like tinted, and it's definitely reliable. I mean, it smells like sunscreen for sure. So it's not, it's just a faint smell. It's nothing off-putting whatsoever. And just like I always just keep it to one layer because I like to load up other products, other makeup products. I just kind of keep my foundation as thin as possible. I'm gonna go in with this Perez Arnica concealer in Latte, the shade Latte. This is the lightest shade, and I had the deeper shade before, but it just was a little too dark and it didn't brighten under my eyes, and I do like something just a smidge brighter because of just the dark circles that come out once in a while if I'm not sleeping well enough, and this just kind of brightens it up. And when I set it, it has like a nice bright under eye, and again, it's like a beautiful lightweight, really lightweight concealer. For setting powder, I think today I was gonna actually go in with this Youngblood. It's in Barely Beige. I got it on sale on their website. a little while ago, and I don't know what that means exactly. Are they discontinuing like the certain products? Like, it was really on sale. I don't know what they were doing there, but this is not like a cheap brand because it's like mineral based, and it's supposed to be like a clean beauty brand. And I like accidentally stumbled upon this brand in like a salon. They were just selling Youngblood products, and I picked it up, and it was my first foundation in high school, and it just looked so beautiful. I only used it for my under eyes because I've always had like darker under eyes, and so I just would dab it under eyes, and that's it. Like, it was just perfect and flawless. I'm gonna do this Chanel cream bronzer because it's on the warm side, and since I'm sticking to like a warm theme, I'm just gonna go in with this. Do you see how it definitely, you can tell that against like the olive skin tone, it's warm. I mean, it's almost like yellowy orange. So with with this bronzer, I do like to blend it out until it's not as intensely yellowy orange, until it becomes almost like a wash of golden. And the nice thing about this bronzer is that it does, like, if you shear it out, it's already sheer, but if you shear it out some more, then it almost turns into a flattering golden look, which is what kind of works for olive skin tone, as opposed to if it was just orange. And it doesn't quite look that orange in the camera, which, like, it's not that orange, but if you like pack it into certain areas, then it could come off that way. So I'm just gonna do a light little spread of this. And for I'll do my powder bronzer in just a little bit. I was gonna go in with this Rose Ink Delphine, and this is definitely a warm, like, peach of a blush. And I was like debating whether even to buy it, because I just never know if these colors would look good. But I think if you kind of blend, like, mix it with the right colors on the rest of your face, then it could really be flattering, and not like too much where it's too orange. And so yeah, I can see just a little bit of a peach there, and that's pretty. So also I was going to do I was going to use this NARS face palette, cheek palette, and I was going to go into, I shouldn't tip it over because this one here, it falls out of the pan every single time, and I don't know why they're kind of loosely pressed. Like, I like this formula and all, but it doesn't stay in a pan very well. So I'm just going in with these two highlights. I'm just using like a dense brush, because to kind of pick up any of this, you sort of need to rub it out and force your way into the pan. And then for the powder bronzer, I was going to use this, but I'm going to pop this out because I think I'm just done with it. So I was just gonna pop it out on camera here, and I've had the medium shade, so here it is. It's now, I call it panned and done. I've had the medium shade as like the backup for like 2 years, I feel like. So here's the medium, and it's definitely on the warmer side. So I'm just going to pop this in. It's like magnetic and it just pops in there pretty well. So I'll use a brush. I'm gonna go in with this fluffier BK Beauty brush, and it's just the 103. And I'm gonna be a little bit gentle with it because I don't want that much like punch to the pigment. Just enough to kind of set the perimeter and add a little bit of depth in like the cheek. Yeah, there we go. And that's it. So moving on to, I think I'm gonna do the lips. I think I'm gonna do the lips first. So I picked out Pat McGrath in Buff lip liner, and it needs to be sharpened. So I'll just quickly do that. There, so if you can see that it's kind of like a, definitely a warmer tone as opposed to structure. So I'll just kind of show you the difference here. If this is Buff right there, and then structure is cooler toned. So here's structure. I don't know if it can kind of see, but this has a bit of a deeper, not just a deeper, but almost like a brownier, more cool toned look to this. So I'm just trying to keep things on the warmer side. And for the lipstick, I picked out Poetic in by Rose Inc. These lipsticks smell amazing. It's vanilla and rose at the same time. I love the formula and just everything about it. For eyes, I wanted to use this palette, the Natasha Face Glam palette. So I wanted to use just the browns here for eyeshadow because they're on the warmer side, and this middle color there, it's definitely on the warmer side. So we're gonna see if we can create a cohesive, beautiful, just all over warm side, warm side, warm look that looks beautiful on olive skin. And if you have colors that look anything like this, I'd say just use those instead of like using all the products that I'm using. If you have colors that are similar, basically this is just a warm toned look, and I'm sure everyone has warm palettes at home, because at one point everybody was selling just warm palette eyeshadows. See, that looks really pretty. So you can, on my skin tone, again, the colors, they transform because of my olive undertone. So on a neutral person, this crease color, if you can kind of see here, if I can kind of dim, if I can dim the light here, the crease color, it has a bit of like a mustard look to it, but it comes off looking different on my skin tone, surprisingly. So I just wanted to show what a warm tone look could look, how it could look on olive skin. I love that depth under the eyes. And I'm gonna go in with the smoke shade. It's also a warm brown. So I'm gonna go in with the smoke shade. Then I'll just use a fluffy brush and just kind of blend out the edges, soften it up. Okay. All right, and for the center shimmer shade, I'm gonna go in with this golden, it's like a golden, like a rose gold. And there you go. That looks really nice. And for eyeliner, I'm just gonna go into this Charlotte Tilbury Barbarella brown. It's the Rock and Coal pencil. And just a little bit of shading on the bottom, the lower line, just for like eyelash definition, just like that. Just for a little accent, nothing crazy, but a day-to-day just flattering eye look. And then I'll use my one mascara that's forever long lasting, the One and Done mascara. With the eyes all done, you can certainly just leave the face as is. I'm just gonna spray my face. And then just leave your makeup as is. Or if you want to add a gloss, this Buxom gloss in Wing Woman is so pretty. It's like this really shimmery, and it's kind of like a peach pink. So I'll show you. Show you a quick swatch next to my little rubbed out swatches there. Kind of hard to tell, But anyways, we'll just put this on top and see if it just adds to the look. So pretty. I love this. I love keeping this particular one in the car, and then I'll just like apply it on long road trips because it's so long lasting. The formula on your lips, it's pretty thick, sticky, I don't know, but it stays on for quite a while. So anyways, this is my completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed the look as it came together, and you can see how even warm tones can work if just kind of put together in a monochromatic look. You can make them more subtle. They don't have to be like in your face. This one, like the eyes are warm, but the cheek is kind of neutral and the lip is a little warmer. So it just sort of works together. Thanks so much for watching all the way through and subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you in my next video.